Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. To the new year, 2025, January. Honestly, as you all know, it has been for long that I have analyzed market and recorded it. So this night, I'm just going to be doing a recap, so a recheck on the what we analyzed, explanation of what I've analyzed, and the analysis. I'm going to make analysis for the remaining peers that I haven't analyzed. And I'm going to talk about the strategy, technical part, the fundamental part, and trading psychology. So first, let's go for US XAUSD, which is good. So as you can see here, so I draw a zone here, which is a supply zone, and a zone here, which is a demand zone. The reason why is that so very key, it is very important identifying a supply and demand zone is what a trend change. So a first consolidation in a trend change. So then an outlier candle out of that consolidation. So it's going to determine our supply or demand zone. So as currently see here, we have first consolidation. So we draw a zone from the high of the consolidation to the low of the consolidation, and we extend it to the future. So that's our supply zone. Now what happens is that we wait for the market to come back to retest to touch the zone before we take our entry. Meanwhile, we don't trade zone blindly. So we have to look for confirmation. So the reason why, so we have to look for confirmation. So here, so as you can see, market test this point, first stage, it's come down. So as you can see, one way, so a way that you can use to exit your entry is when market is showing the side of weakness, or let me say your exit hard. As you can see here, if you put the entry here, so you put your entry here. So as you can see, market has been consolidating on this point here. As you can see, we have a consolidation. As you can see, there is a sign of weakness. We wait for the market. So the sign of weakness. So we exit our entry. So we have it for a very touch. So not only that, as you can see, market come back down. This is what a downtrend. So and now market reverses, trend change. So market reverses first consolidation, a breakout. So it what an outlier can do. We put entry here. You can put entry here. So and extend it to what until it reaches. So until it reaches take profit, as you can see. Now also we have a consolidation. As you can see, this is a consolidation. We have break retest and a touch. So we can take an entry here, put our stop loss or risk to reward ratio and set this point, this zone, the supply zone as a target. So now the second touch in the supply zone. So market touches. So if you give an entry, so if you give an entry, so take market order. So what we will be doing is we targeting. So as you can see here, so we have a very good entry here. Now, so the market come back here. So what are we expecting? So as you can see, we have our demand over here. So we wait for the market to come back to this point. So it is either the market is very close to the what? To the demand zone with 1 to 3 pips. The market touch the demand zone, the market go deep down to the zone. So now we wait for the market. So we take an entry here. We take an entry here. Set a take profit. So to the point where the market is going. And that's what we've done. So that's what we do. So and that is exactly about the XAUSD. As you can see, we have a trend here. We have a trend here. Right? So a breakout. So a breakout, a very small consolidation. So this seems like what a demand zone here also, right? So a demand zone. So I like my chart to be very clean. So we just clean everything. As you can see, this seems like what a supply zone. So the market touches, come back down, touches again, come back down, right? Yeah, before it break out retest, and we anticipate for the market to go long. So that's that for the XAUSD. So for GBUSD, so what I'm saying is that so if we check, so you can see that okay, so market change. So it's first consolidation, outline can breakout. So this is our supply zone. So what we for the market to come back to touch this supply zone and we'll give our entry. So here, so as you can see. So that's one. And also we have another what? Another demand zone here. Supply zone, sorry. So we have consolidation, a huge breakout. So wait for the market. So a huge breakout here. And that's demand zone. Demand zone. So a demand zone, the market to go back to this point here, you take another sell. As a sell position market for the market will even go to break out this trend retest and a continuation to the upper side until it reaches what our original supply zone. So that's what we were anticipating for actually. So that is our downtrend. As you can see, this is the demand zone. So market we have what? As you can see. So it's consolidation and each each breakout, right? Exactly. Each breakout. So market touch this point here. So what are we waiting is for the market to go up, right? To go. So that's what we wait for the market. I'm sorry for distraction. So about where we are. So as you can see that is our demand zone. And that's how it is. So that's how it goes. So as you can see that is that. So so going to what USJPY. So you can see USDJPY. So the first thing I was checking out is what. So really analyze from the back. So as you can see, we're currently in an uptrend, right? We're currently in an uptrend. So we're currently in an uptrend. So and this is what we have. So we have our low and we have our highs. So a consolidation here. So we have a what? A consolidation, right? So as you can see, consolidation and a big breakout. So which is said as our demand zone. As you can see, as our demand zone, right? Yes, this is our demand zone. So what I'm waiting for is what? So I'm waiting for the market to come back to this point here. So then take off. That's what I, so we are going to put our entry on this point here. So we set this point as a target. So let's go see. Let's just what I was anticipating. So we just have to look forward to what the market's going to do. So we really don't know what's going to happen in the future. So that's just so I also feel like this is what another demand zone. So we have a change in trend, first consolidation, break a retest, and market keep going upward. So so that is the analysis I have made. So going to US30. For US30, we check it out. The first thing that we're going to see our what our supply zone here, right? So our supply zone. So let's go to 1 hour time frame to check it proper. So what we are going to see here is what? So our supply zone is going to see. So this consolidation and a very very big breakout. Now, not only that, we also have what? Another so another demand zone in this point. So that's our demand zone, our supply zone. So if you take our demand zone, so and this is our supply zone, right? So as you can see, this is our supply zone. So if you're checking for demand of supply zone, look for consolidation and I can't candle outlier, do those big candles. So those are where the big banks and institutional traders are standing. So you just have to know what you're doing as a trader. Very question. So as you can see, so market reaches this point, so then come back down. So if you have to take a trade, so take a trade when market reaches this point, place our stop loss. So I will set this as a target. So as a target. So and also we have a consolidation. Market broke out. You know, this is what this is trend on its own. As you can see, it's a trend on its own, right? Exactly, a trend on its own. So it's another trend. And that trend we are seeing here, as you can see, it's another trend I'm seeing. So we have to the trend line. So then trend lines. So you can see there's another what? Another supply zone. For sure, market reaches this point again, come back down. Another supply zone. So that's just it. So what we're waiting for the market to break out of this. So we're currently in what? Trend end. Trend end. Right? Trend has end already. So is that about yesterday but the analysis was not good enough. So if you look at US hundreds, you can see it's proper. It was a proper analysis. So supply zone here, the demand zone, market come back, so I overshoot. Well, a lot of people was going to put it. So, and we have a good trend, the break a retest and condition of a side. That's what I'm expecting. I don't want market can do anything. So go for the what? XP 500 is 2. So same analysis for those. So for GBJPY, so if you have to check it, first thing is that's good. You're going to see this is zone. So you need to start from here. So we have consolidation. It's a big move. We extend it to the future. So as all. You can see this one's. So come, come. Go start what's the name now? The name. Consolidation breakouts. Retest. Continuation to the upper side. Retest. So, expecting right. Yeah. So this is analysis we have. It's gonna see it's a trend. Demand zone, supply zone. In the demand zone. So in market touch display, we wait for it to come back to this point here and reverse. So is it? Zenti, oh my god, a lot of weeks. A lot of weeks. Oh shit. Okay. Let's go for the time frame. Check what's happening. Oof. Okay. So, it's our supply and demand zone. Supply zone. Supply zone. Oh, the market will come out later this one. There's that. So, which one? Through from this one. So, let's just it. It's just so that's just for analysis this night. So we are going to do analysis. Wait for the market to open this night. So check our entry tomorrow. Thank you very much.